students, welcome you all in the next lecture of algebra. This is also a revision lecture, and in this lecture I am going to discuss word problems from chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, because chapter number 1 is linear equation in two variables and chapter number 2 is quadratic equations. So the framing of equations is important here, that is why I have taken the revision of word problems. Okay, so let us start. Practice set 1.5, where you have word problems from chapter number 1. So I am discussing some questions. First one, two numbers differ by 3. The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Find the numbers. See how to decide whether we have to use one variable or two variables. Here you will find that here two conditions are provided. Most probably, in equation of two variables, there are two conditions provided in such questions. Okay. Then you have to start with the unknown thing. You have to find the numbers. But here see, two numbers differ by. That means one is greater and one is smaller. So always be specific. Don't write simply that just the two numbers be x and y. Write the greater number and smaller number. That will be better. You will find here, see, smaller number and greater number. So always make use of that. Okay. So let us start. Let the greater number be x and the smaller number be y. Or if you are writing that let the numbers be x and y, then you specify x is greater than y. Otherwise, while writing only, better be specific. So according to first condition, two numbers differ by 3 means what? Difference between them is 3. So you can write down x minus y is equal to 3. Number this as equation 1. Now go for the second condition. According to second condition, the sum of twice the smaller number means was 2y and thrice the greater number means what? 3x. So what you got? 3x plus 2y is equal to 19. So write down. See, thrice the greater number is 3x and twice the smaller number is 2y. So 3x plus 2y is equal to 19. Equation number 2. Now you have to solve these two equations simultaneously. As I have said that even though practice set 1.1 is removed, the two methods which you have learnt in 9th standard are removed for this particular year under the reduced syllabus due to COVID-19. You need to still use them to solve these simultaneous equations. Like here, see, here you have minus y and here you have plus 2y. So make it 2y here. We have to multiply the equation by 2. Or if you want to equate the coefficient of x, you have to multiply here by 3. So here you can either multiply by 3 or you can multiply by 2. So here I am multiplying equation 1 by 2. So getting new equation, 2x minus 2y is equal to 6. Number this as 3. Now see, here you have plus 2y and here you have minus 2y. Signs are opposite. So when you add these two equations, y is going to eliminate. Okay. So the next step is what? Adding equations 2 and 3. Now we are not considering equation 1. Please note that. So when you add equations 2 and 3, just write them one below another. You will find that this is cancelled. And 2x plus 3x is 5x. And 19 plus 6 is 25. So 5x is equal to 25 and therefore x is equal to 25 divided by 5, that is 5. Now this x is equal to 5, you can put in any one equation. Like equation number 1 is very simple. So make use of that. And find value of y. See, x minus y is equal to 3. Replace x by 5. So we got here minus y is equal to 3 minus 5. That is minus y is equal to minus 2. And therefore y is equal to 2. In this way we have found values of x and y. Then the final thing is to write down the answer in words. You need to write down in words. Therefore, the greater number is 5 and the smaller number is 2. The final answer carries half mark. Always keep that in mind. Okay. Let us go further. Question number 3 I have selected now. Question number 2 you can do. Third one. The sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. if we double the age of father and add it to the age of son, the sum is 95. Find their present ages. So here also see, you can see two different conditions and you have to find two different things. So here also you have to take two variables. Okay. So one either you can take the age of father as x or you can take the age of son as x. Okay. Your choice. So accordingly you have to write down the conditions that it. Okay. So let us start. Let the age of son be x years and age of father be y years. See, don't forget to write down the unit. This is age, so it should be in years. Okay. So first condition, see, the sum of father's age and twice son's age. So twice means what? 2x. Twice the son's age means 2x and father's age is y. So 2x plus y is equal to 70. So according to first condition we wrote this. Now if we double the age of father means what? 2y and add it to the son's age means what? X. So next is what? X plus 2y is equal to 95. Okay, so this way we have got two equations. 2x plus y is equal to 70 and x plus 2y is equal to 95. Equation number 2. Now you have to multiply any one equation by 2. So I am multiplying equation 1 by 2. So I am getting 4x plus 2y is equal to 140. This is equation number 3. Now see, here also plus 2y and here also plus 2y. The signs are same. They are not opposite. So we have to go for subtraction. Addition will not help here. So let us subtract. Subtracting 3 from 2, or you can write down equation 3 from 2. So 2 you will write up and 3 you will write down. X plus 2y is equal to 95 minus 4x plus 2y is equal to 140. When we subtract, here we have to change the sign of the second equation. Each and every term sign you need to change. So all positive signs became negative. Now you will consider these negative signs. See, minus 4x plus x, that will give you minus 3x, and minus 140 plus 95, that will give you 45. So you got 3x is equal to 45 and from that you will get x is equal to 15. Now put this value in any one equation, either 1 or 2, to get the value of y. So substituting x is equal to 15 in equation 1, we get, so this is equation 1. So replace x by 15 and solve. You will get y is equal to 40. So you got values of x and y. As I have said, don't forget to write down the final answer. The age of son is 15 years and the age of father is 40 years. Okay. Let us go further. Question number 4. The denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice its numerator. Denominator becomes 12 times the numerator if both the numerator and denominators are reduced by 6. Find the fraction. So here fraction is having numerator and denominator. So let us consider numerator as x and denominator as y. So let the numerator of the fraction be x and the denominator be y. And therefore the fraction is x upon y, which we want to find. See, find the fraction. So the fraction is written here. Now let us make use of the condition. The denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice the numerator. See, denominator you replace by y and numerator you replace by x, and you are going to get the equation. See, denominator means y, and as I said, is word stands for equal to. 4 more than twice the numerator means 2x plus 4, and when we rewrite it properly, what we are going to get? Minus 2x plus y is equal to 4. This is equation number 1. Now second equation, denominator becomes 12 times the numerator if both numerator and denominator are reduced by 6. Reduced by 6 means what? 6 is subtracted from both. Okay. So what you are going to write here? See, denominator is y minus 6. It is 12 times the numerator, that is x minus 6. Now here on right hand side the bracket is opened and then the interchange is done on the side. See, y is taken this side, so become minus y, and this 72 taken this side, so became plus y. So what you got? 66 is equal to 12x minus y. If you write it properly, you will get 12x minus y is equal to 66. This is equation number 2. Now see, here plus y and here minus y. So when you add them, y is going to eliminate and you are going to get value of x. So adding here 1 and 2, we can see that y is cancelled. And 12 minus 2 is 10x is equal to 70. So x is equal to 7. Now put this value in any equation. So substituting x is equal to 7 in equation 1. So equation 1 is simpler. So take that equation. Replace x by 7. So minus 2 into 7 is minus 14 plus y is equal to 4. Shift this minus 14 this side, so it will become plus 14. So you got value of y as 18. We got x, we got y. From that we can write down the value of x upon y, which is our fraction 7 upon 18, and then write down the final answer in word. Therefore the required fraction is 7 upon 18. Correct? Next, question number 6. Okay, this is an important question. Out of 1900 kilometers, we shall travel some distance by bus and some by aeroplane. Bus travels with average speed of 60 kilometers per hour and average speed of aeroplane is 700 kilometers per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. Find the distance we shall travel by bus. See, here the distance is given and the two parts of distances are given, that some distance is travelled by bus and some is travelled by aeroplane. So this we will take as x and this we will take as y. Okay, so the first equation will be very simple. X plus y is equal to 1900, and here we have to find only x. We don't have to find y. Okay, so keep that in mind. So let us start. Let the distance travelled by bus be x kilometers and the distance travelled by aeroplane be y kilometers, and therefore the first equation is x plus y is equal to 1900. Number this as 1. Now see the second one here. The speed is given. Speed of the bus and speed of the aeroplane is given. And time is given. So we have to think of the concept of time. That formula for time. Time is equal to what? Distance upon speed. So distance travelled by the bus is x and its speed is what? 60. And distance travelled by the aeroplane is what? Y, and distance is what? 700. And total time is how much? 5 hours. So let us write down the second equation now. See, time is equal to distance upon speed. So time taken by the bus to cover x kilometers at the rate of 60 kilometers per hour, it is x upon 60. And for aeroplane it is y upon 700. Distance upon speed. So together this is 5. So write down that. Okay, that this and this plus this is equal to 5. Then you have to go for LCM. See here, LCM here is 4200. You have to go for cross multiplication. You have to think of the LCM here. So smallest number by which we can divide both the numbers. So here LCM is 2100. So here also we want 2100 and here also we want 2100. So here we have to multiply by 3 and here we have to multiply by 35. Okay. So the new equation will be 35x plus 3y is equal to 10,500. This is equation number 2. Now see, first equation was what? X plus y is equal to 1900. And here it is 35 plus 3y is equal to. So we have to multiply the first equation by 3. So it is multiplied here. So we got the new equation. 3x plus 3y is equal to 5700. Now there also 3y, here also 3y, both are positive. So you have to go for subtraction. Subtracting equation 3 from 2. So 2 we are writing up and 3 we are writing down. Then changing the signs of second equation everywhere. So 35 minus 3, that is 32x. And 10,500 minus 5,700, that will give you 4,800. And from that, value of x is 150. You have to stop here. You will not substitute x is equal to any one equation. because we don't need to find y. Okay, so don't go for that substitution. Write down the final answer. That is, we shall travel 150 kilometers by bus. Okay. So, chapter number 1, word problems, which were of different types I discussed. Now I am moving towards chapter number 2, practice set 2.6. Product of Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. Find her present age. See the difference in that question and this question. Here you are provided with only one condition. Okay. So that way you will differentiate whether you have to use two equations or, and here also see only one thing to find. So you will start with that. Let the present age of Pragati be x years. Okay. Then the Pragati's age 2 years ago means I have to subtract 2, and 3 years hence means I have to add 3. So x minus 2 years and x plus 3 years. And according to given condition, their product means their multiplication is 84. So open the bracket here. See here, x is taken and second bracket is taken as it is, and then minus 2 is taken, second bracket as it is. Or you can skip this step, directly you can come to this step, that multiplying each term by each term. X into x, x square, x into 3, 3x, minus 2 into x, minus 2x, and minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Okay. So here we can subtract x square plus x minus 6 and bring this 84 this side. Okay. So the equation is x square plus x minus 90 is equal to 0. So we got quadratic equation. Now we need to solve it. And you know that the easiest way is to solve by factorization. So find two numbers whose multiplication is 90 and difference is 1. Why difference? Because the third term is negative. So we are going to think of difference here. Okay. So the two numbers, you know, 10 nines are. So write down the splitting here. The middle term is split as 10x minus 9x. So x square plus 10x minus 9x minus 90 is equal to 0. From these two terms, x is taken out common. So inside the bracket we got x plus 10. And here minus 9 is taken out common. So we got x plus 10. You know that these two brackets should be same. Then we can take that bracket common and the remaining terms we have to write down in another bracket. So we got the factors. Then either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0. From that we got x is equal to minus 10 or x is equal to 9. But you know that age is never negative. So we are going to discard this answer. We will say that x cannot be minus 10 and therefore value of x is 9. And therefore the final answer in words, the present age of Pragati is 9 years. Next, question number 2. The sum of squares of two consecutive natural numbers is 244. Find the number. Now there is a printing mistake here. I told you previously also. Now also I am telling you. Here it should be the word even. The sum of squares of two consecutive even natural numbers. Again, take a note of this. So start with those two numbers. You know that even numbers, they differ by 2. So if the first even number is x, second number is what? X plus 2. So start with that. Let the two consecutive even natural numbers, see, this word is important, be x and x plus 2. If you are not writing the even word, you are going to get wrong answer, because consecutive numbers you will write as x and x plus 1 and then you will not get the equation. So natural even number is important here. That word is missing. Take a note of that. So let the two consecutive even natural numbers be x and x plus 2. Now sum of squares of, so we have to square them and add. So x square plus x plus 2 the whole square is 244. This bracket is expanded using the formula a plus b the whole square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we got x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 244. This 244 is shifted on left hand side. And here these two are added. So we got 2x square plus 4x plus 4 minus 244 is equal to 0. And here the subtraction we will get minus 240. Now see, this equation is completely divisible by 2. So divide each and every term by 2 and you will get the quadratic equation as x square plus 2x minus 120 is equal to 0. Now again think of the two numbers whose multiplication is 120 and difference is 2. So you know the numbers. 12 tens are 120 and 12 minus 10 is 2. So numbers are with us. So write down the middle term, split it. X square plus 12x minus 10x minus 120 is equal to 0. Then take out common and then you got the factors as x plus 12 and x minus 10. Then go for either or. One number is negative and other number is positive. But in the beginning we have started with natural numbers. So you have to discard this answer by giving the proper answer that x cannot be minus 12 because natural number cannot be negative. And therefore x is equal to 10. And the next number x plus 2 is equal to 10 plus 2, that is 12. And the final answer as a statement, that is the required two numbers are 10 and 12. Okay. Next. Question number 4 I am taking now. Vivek is older than Kishore by 5 years. The sum of reciprocals of their ages is 1 upon 6. Find their present age. Okay. So here two persons are there. See, Vivek is older than Kishore by 5 years. Means Vivek is elder and Kishore is smaller. Okay. So that way we have to think of. So we will think of the age of Kishore first. If we are taking Kishore's age as x, Vivek's age will be x plus 5. Okay. So think and write down. Okay. So let the present age of Kishore be x years and therefore the present age of Vivek is x plus 5. Now see the condition. The sum of reciprocal of their ages. Reciprocal means we have to invert the number. So x will become 1 upon x and this will become 1 upon x plus 5 and their sum is 1 upon 6. So here also you have to go for cross multiplication and get the equation. So see here x plus 5 and here it is multiplied, so plus x, and in the denominator both are multiplied. Okay. So x plus x 2x plus 5 and here the bracket is open, x square plus 5x. Again go for cross multiplication here. Okay. So what you are going to get? X square plus 5x is equal to 12x plus 30. Then bring these two terms here. X square plus 5x minus 12x minus 30 is equal to 0. So we got the quadratic equation. X square minus 7x minus 30 is equal to 0. Now again think of two numbers whose multiplication is 30 and subtraction is 7. So you know the numbers, 10 threes are minus 10 plus 3. So split the middle term and get the answer. X square minus 10x plus 3x minus 30 is equal to 0. Take out common and get the factors. Then go for either or. X minus 10 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. From that you will get two answers. X is equal to 10 and x is equal to minus 3. Again it's the age dated problem. So you will say that x cannot be minus 3 as age cannot be negative. So value of x is 10 and the next number is x plus 5, that is 10 plus 5 15. So we got both the ages, Kishore and Vivek, and then write down the final answer as words, that the present age of Kishore is 10 years and present age of Vivek is 15 years. Okay. Let us go further. Question number 7. This is again an important question. Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 kilometers downstream and return to the same spot. The speed of the boat in still water is 12 kilometers per hour. Find the speed of the water current. So what is unknown? Start with that. So write down. Let the speed of the water current be x kilometers per hour. Then the speed of the boat is given. Write down that speed, 12 kilometers per hour. Now see, when the boat is going downstream, that time the speed of the current is going to support the speed of the boat, and therefore the speed downstream will be 12 plus x kilometers per hour. When the boat is going upstream, the speed of the river current is going to oppose the speed of the boat. So the upstream speed will be 12 minus x. Okay, so obviously x should be less than 12. Okay, the speed of the river current must be less than the speed of the boat. Now again see, it is given in the form of time 8 hours and we are provided with speed and distance. So again you will use the formula time is equal to distance upon speed. So make use of that formula, time is equal to distance upon speed. So the time taken by the boat 36 kilometers downstream, that is 36 upon 12 plus x, and 36 kilometers upstream, that is 36 upon 12 minus x. And together the time is given as what? 8 hours. So if we add them, we are going to get 8. Okay, so according to given condition, see 36 upon 12 plus x plus 36 upon 12 minus x is equal to 8. So 36 is taken out common here. Okay, then this 36 is shifted here. So it became 8 upon 36 and here cross multiplication is done. Okay, so 12 minus x plus 12 minus x, so minus x and plus x will get cancelled. And denominator you will find it in form of a plus b and a minus b. So the expansion is a square minus b square. From that we will get the next term as c. 12 plus 12, 24. 12 square minus x square. And this is divided by 4 both the places, so 2 upon 9. Okay, so this is answer here. Then go for cross multiplication. 24 into 9 this side and 2 into 144 minus x square. Again this 2 is shifted this side, so it will get cancelled with 24 and we will get the next step as c. 12 into 9 is equal to 144 minus x square. So 108 is equal to 144 minus x square, and therefore x square is equal to 144 minus 108. So x square is equal to 36. At this stage, you don't write x is equal to 6. Please note that we have to find the factors by method. So you have to use the method. So shift this 36 towards left hand side. And now this is of type a square minus b square. So the factors are a plus b, a minus b, that is x plus 6 and x minus 6. Okay. And then you go for either or. Then you will get one answer negative and one answer positive. So say that x cannot be minus 6 as the speed of the river current cannot be negative, and therefore x is equal to 6. And then write down the final answer in words that the speed of the river current is 6 kilometers per hour. This is 4 mark question, an important question. Let us go further. Question number 8. Pintu takes 6 days more than Nishu to complete certain work. If they work together, they finish it in 4 days. How many days would it take to complete the work if they work alone? See, Pintu is taking more days, so Nishu is taking less days. So we have to start from here. That let the days taken by Nishu be x, and therefore the days taken by Pintu are what? X plus 6. Okay, let Nishu takes x days to complete the work and Pintu takes x plus 6 days to complete the work. So therefore work done by Nishu in 1 day is 1 upon x, and work done by Pintu in 1 day is 1 upon x plus 6. So together they will complete the addition of these two. That much work they will complete. So 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 6. But they are taking 4 days to finish the work. So in day they are going to complete 1/4 of work. That we will write here. And that addition and this 1/4, they are equal according to given condition. Again the same thing, go for cross multiplication. So here x plus x 2x plus 6, and if you open the bracket x square plus 6x. Again go for cross multiplication to get the answer. So x square plus 6x is equal to this. See, 4 2s are 8x plus 24. Take that on the left hand side. So x square plus 6x minus 8x minus 24 is equal to 0. So we got the quadratic equation as x square minus 2x minus 24 is equal to 0. Now find the two numbers whose multiplication is 24 and difference is 2. Very easy to find. 6 fours are. So write down the next step, that is x square minus 6x plus 4x minus 24 is equal to 0. Take out common. You will get the factors. Then go for either or. X minus 6 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is equal to 0. From that x is equal to 6 or x is equal to minus 4. But now these are number of days. So you will write down x cannot be minus 4 as number of days cannot be negative. You need to write this justification that why you are discarding this answer. And therefore value of x is 6. And the next thing to find, that is x plus 6 is equal to 12. And then the final answer in words, that Nishu takes 6 days and Pintu takes 12 days to complete the work. Okay. One more last sum I am discussing now. If 460 is divided by a natural number, quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor and remainder is 1. Find the quotient and the divisor. Here you know the relation between dividend and divisor and quotient. So write down that relation. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So here we have to find quotient and divisor both. See, quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. That means quotient is given in the form of divisor. So we should start with divisor. Let the divisor be x. And therefore quotient is 5 times more than the this one divisor. So 5x plus 6. Quotient is 5x plus 6. Dividend is 460. Remainder is 1. As I have said, write down the relation. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So dividend here is 460. Divisor is x. Quotient is 5x plus 6 and remainder is 1. Open here the bracket. 5x square minus 6x and plus 1 as it is. Take this 460 this side and write everything on left hand side. So 5x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 460 is equal to 0. Here you will get minus 459. Okay. So see, 5x square plus 6x minus 459 is equal to 0. Now here you have to multiply this 5 by minus 459 and then you have to find the factors. Okay. So you will get the factors as minus 45 and plus 51. So write down those factors, then take out common. You will get 2 factors and from that you will get 2 answers. X is equal to 9 or x is equal to minus 51 by 5. But again a natural number, so natural number cannot be negative. So you will cancel this answer by giving the proper reason, and therefore x is 9 and the next number is 5x plus 6, that is 5 into 9 plus 6 is equal to 51, and therefore the numbers are 9 and 51, or you will say that the divisor is 9 and the quotient is 51. So this way you are going to solve word problems. I hope you will prepare well for word problems and you will try to distinguish between the word problems of the simultaneous equations and the quadratic equations. Okay students, so best of luck for your exam. Today I am stopping here. Thank you. Till that, stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself.